Namaskar and welcome again to Planet to Soul Astrology. So, friends, hope you all are doing wonderful and enjoying my videos. And today I have come with some different topic. I made one post or blog related to this topic, and yes, today I am sharing this with you all. But before starting, let me tell you all, please subscribe, share, and hit the like button, as well as do not forget to hit the bell icon below subscribe. So, basically, today we are going to discuss about which planet you adore the most, or which planet adores you the most, right? Or, in other words, we can say that you are ruled by which planet in your chart. Everyone knows that Lagnesh or your ascendant lord or moon sign or Atmakaraka planet rules your personality, rules your rules your lifestyle, or rules your way of thinking, way of talking, your characteristic. Everything can be denoted through your ascendant lord, through your moon sign, that is moon lord, as well as your Atmakaraka planet in a chart. So, if you know out of all these combinations that if Sun or Surya is becoming your Atmakaraka planet, or Surya is becoming prominent planet in your chart, or even though you do not know which planet is playing prominent role in your chart, in spite of having Atmakarak planet uh, is something else, if you do not know that also, or if you are not aware after seeing all these techniques also, I do not know which planet rules over me. So whenever you like praise, or you have little dominating nature, you have lot of self respect, everyone has that, but this is something like self dignity, self esteem. You can do anything for maintaining your pride, you can do anything for maintaining your false ego also, and you respect yourself a lot, and you expect always others also must respect you, in spite of seeing things not right by your side, then also you want people should follow you. When you are not molding yourself, or other words we can say, if you are not flexible, then friends, you are totally ruled by Surya planet, that is Surya power. Sun is ruling your whole characteristic or whole personality. At the other hand, if you are very romantic, charming, very emotional, full of emotions, different type of emotions, you like to roam, you like travels, you like soft drinks, you like ice creams, you like all dairy products, or you love your mother family the most, you are having your own orbit of you and your people always, you are thinking, sometimes you are very self-centered, you are thinking about you and your own people only. It is not that you are not thinking of others, but these things comes into your mind first, then definitely you are moon oriented personality. This is very basic, but I got few queries related to this long time back, and then suddenly I happened to see my this blog, so I thought of sharing with you all. So when you are stubborn, impulsive, restless, you are having too much of daring, too much of courage, but still you do not have patience, you are not afraid some, but still you are afraid some, because of certain situation you show that you are not afraid of anything, but when the situation comes, sometimes inside you becomes you becomes very afraid some or something, and you are not able to tackle your emotions in a proper way, you are not able to involve your emotions into another person's situation, even though from your heart you feel that something should be good for the another person, and always you are under some unknown fear in spite of being very courageous, in spite of being very truthful. So you are ruled by Mars, and you always want to help others. You always want to make your impressions on others. That is, you are ruled by planet Mars. Whenever Mercury oriented person you will see, if you are Mercury oriented person, then definitely you are talkative, you are bubbly, always smiling, always you have soft speech, always you will try to convince others with your good approach. It's something like without sharing you cannot stay, you cannot hide the things, you are very open minded, or innocently you tell everything, you do not hide anything. You always have uh, affinity towards happy situations, and you yourself is a happy go lucky person. At the same time you become sad very soon, you become nervous also very soon, and always it is something like you are uh, living as a child throughout your life. So this is Mercury oriented personality. If you have prominent Jupiter in your chart, and if you want to know that uh, which planet is ruling over me. So if you are always waiting for fortune to enhance, or always you are believing in only fortune, that when my fortune will enhance, that time only my things will be done, or let my time come, that time only I will enjoy the situations, or you always seek blessings from all type of spiritual elements. You always seek blessings from elderly people, you always want to share knowledge, you want to teach others. It is something like you always feel that people should respect you. Also with little praise also you are becoming very happy, even though you are not in a good terms, but if somebody will praise you, then immediately you are always there for those people, and always you try to color the people with your own colors, like you are making your own canvas with your people. So you are Jupiter oriented personality, always you feel that people should follow your teachings rather than following you. But if Surya is also powerful, then definitely you want people to follow you simultaneously. If you are Venus oriented personality, so you like name, fame, material things of life, you like luxurious things, at the same time you are spiritual also. Like Jupiter also, you are a comfort lover, or we can say that comfort is your best zone of your life. And you want to live, and you want to live each moment of your life. You do not want to escape a single life, and always in small small things you are trying to find you know enjoyment or happiness, or even though you are not escaping a single moment or single episode of enjoying things with yourself or with your friend circle. You are always seeking like you like parties, you like to throw parties, you like to attend parties, or somewhat you are a social animal, unless and until sun is not dominating this Venus. You are very creative, you are talented person, you like maybe always you had very good and strong relationships uh, with your spouse also, with your loved ones also, with your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it is. Always you feel that yes, things are fantastic with me. And this Venus oriented people, they are good looking, they are charming people, and definitely they have one uh, smiling face always on them. So this is Venus people, and particularly they have high cheekbones, that is a particular thing if Venus is ruling your personality. If you are Saturn ruled personality, so you are Karmat. Karmat means you are very ethical, you are very punctual, you like people to be punctual, you are lazy at the same time, right? But once you start the work, you will never look behind. You are real life hero. You like to help others, and you like to give your services. You are dedicated towards your goals. You are never afraid of doing your karmas. You are never afraid of doing any type of work. Work is your worship. You are somebody who always tries to save the things or shrink the things. Like, if there is a bigger expenditure, you will try to minimize it to short expenditure. Whereas Venus people will think, okay, now we are in this situation, my planning was to spend say 5,000 rupees, now let us spend 1,000 more, so we will spend 6,000. But at the same time, Saturn people person will think, if I'm getting the thing in 4,000, why I should spend more 2,000 just for sleeping on that very soft and silky mattress? Only one day I have to stay somewhere, so I will not spend, or I will just eat a simple food. Sometimes, this is a uh, Saturn person. That doesn't mean that they are not good, or they are adverse people, but always they feel that what I need for my livelihood, that is Anna Vastra Nivara, food, shelter, and clothing I have, and why always they are after the savings, they are after research, knowing the things. They are bookish people also. They like to read, they like to write. Even Mercury people likes to write. If you are ruled by Rahu, yes, this is also very, very important thing. If Rahu is overpowering your personality, so you are very much attracted, or you are very much connected to your pending desires. Always you are getting dreams of your forefathers. Always you are trying to correlate your life situations with any type of pending desires. You believe in different type of omens. You believe that this is called as something like Shakun Shastra. You always like occult sciences. You always like Tantra Sadhana, Mantra Sadhana. You have more affinity towards your ancestors. You like to make tarpan to them. Always you have a habit of digging down the family history. Same Saturn people also have this habit, but it is just for the sake of knowledge. But Rahu people will dig down the things for the sake of knowing the pending desires, what happened that time. So now what I can do to just fulfill the desires of my forefathers or any ancestors. This is Rahu. You are always attracted towards non-visible things. You are always daydreamer also. You are building castles in your mind. See, moon people also do the same thing, but Rahu people also do the same thing. And you always want something out of box. You always want something out of orbit. You are courageous person, so you are ruled by Rahu. If you are ruled by Ketu, you are lonely. You like to be alone. You are always searching true meaning of your life. You are running after more and more knowledge, which leads frustration in your life. Ketu ruled people have enough and ample of things in their life, but still they feel that they are getting away from those things very soon. They are getting detached from those things very soon, because Ketu's tendency is making detachment. Ketu has a tendency of cutting off the things. Ketu has a tendency of making end of a thing. And that is why Ketu oriented people are something which always seek some light. They want to know the true meaning of life. They feel They know that I am spiritual, but I am not able to show my spirituality. They want moksha also. They want liberation. At the same time, they want to live life in a full manner also. They feel that why I am hanging between two desires, this or this way, I do not know where to go. And then you end up with getting detached from that situation, and then again getting attracted to that situation. You are not able to decide. That is Ketu. But ultimately, your goal will be achieved. Like if you are really seeing this Ketu in a proper way, then definitely nothing like Ketu. This will definitely give you true sense of life, true meaning of life. It is not that you will get moksha or something, because I have not seen moksha. I do not know that. When you are realizing your life in this birth only, that is one type of moksha only. No one has seen life after death or life before birth also. But we believe in Jyotish Shastra. So whenever we are living life fully, or whenever we know that how to balance the material life as well as our natural life, how to surrender to nature, then definitely you will live your life fully. This is Ketu. So I request you all to recite Bija mantra or traditional mantra of your ruling planet, which you adore the most, or which is adoring you the most, from bottom of your heart, and to get the blessings out of these planets. And at the same time, we have to make naman to all planets in Akash Mandal. You may be having tendency of more than one or two or three planets over you. So you just have to mix and match this personality and see your own personality. This is very, very beautiful. This is the sar. This is the assembling of Jyotish Shastra. Unless and until you know this, you cannot go ahead. This is the first rule of assessing anyone's chart. You can start assessing chart this way. So this was all for today. See you very soon. And as I always say, Sabka Mangal Ho. May all be blessed. Namaste.